Hello everybody, my name is EK, welcome back to more RuneScape. So as you can see from the inventory on the bottom right corner of the screen, yes, I did just wrap up the recording for the construction video for Daddy's home. That was honestly an absolute blast, and up next, as I am running over to the bank to try and go deposit all these things into my bank to store them for later, I do want to go check out the next skill. Now, I did ask Bronzy in my clan if he could look up for me whether there are any more quests that I can do as like introductory quests for the skills remaining. So just to catch you guys up real quick, there's thieving, there is hunting, there is fletching, and there is farming. Now unfortunately it appears as though there aren't really any quests you can do as like proper introductions for these things. So instead what I'll do is I'll just go to their tutor and we will go and see if we can learn something from over there. It won't be a video focused on a specific quest. Maybe I can tie a quest into it at some point, but for now we'll just kind of see where the skill itself brings us. So the reason why I'm choosing farming as well is because over at Herblore it does say that to make a potion you first need to clean a grimy herb. Well, what if we can get these ourselves? Because if I look at farming, it says farming allows you to grow various flowers, vegetables, trees, herbs, and more in farming patches across Gillinor. So if I can make them myself, then that means I can then use them for my herblore to level that as well, and we can finally make some progress on that as well. So I'm kind of hoping that if it doesn't take too long, I don't know if it's like a growth timer or something in this system, but it would be kind of cool if we could combine some farming and some herblore today, but I don't know just yet if that is a possibility. So to get started, you need some seeds and a seed dipper, as well as a rake to de-weed the patch you want to use. And I'm assuming that's some stuff that the trainer, the instructor, is going to help us with. Once you've cleared the patch, you can add your seed to it. You can also optionally water it with a watering can or add a bucket of compost to decrease the chances of your plant becoming diseased. It'll take a while for your plant to grow, so feel free to explore the world and come back to it later, which is kind of what I was worried about. So, we'll have to probably spend some more time than I was going to spend on this particular video. Once your plant has grown, you might need another tool to collect the harvest. For instance, you'll need a spade to dig up potatoes. If you're worried about your crops becoming diseased, most crops can be protected by the nearby gardeners, but they'll want specific produce in return. And as your farming level increases, you'll gain access to more crops to grow, as well as obtaining greater yields when harvesting. So I think it's going to be a system that I will enjoy. It's going to be something that I can put up in the background, and I don't know if it's one of those things where it's only going to be progressing when I'm logged in, or if it's going to be progressing as well when I'm logged out. Because if it's going to be one of those things where I'm progressing when I'm logged out, it's going to be one of those things where you can put them up for growth, and then come back a day later or something, and they will have progressed, and you can then go collect them and stuff. You can kind of make sure you have like a daily batch of them coming in. So there's allotments, we can get potatoes at the start, and we can make onions level 5. I'm hoping we get to make some onions kind of soon. And the payment is 10 potatoes. So it does appear like the payment, and I'm assuming this payment is what the gardeners around your crops will want in return for protecting them from disease or whatever. It does appear like every time, or like a lot of the time, they want the previous reward. So, potatoes fuel into onions, onions fuel into cabbages, and cabbages fuel into tomatoes. Now over here, that system kind of drops, so I guess it's not always the case, but at the start at least that's the case. So you can kind of like chain them into each other. There's hops, there is trees, which I guess we can grow, and the oak trees will require tomatoes to be kept safe, sure. There's bushes, flowers, but there's also herbs, and guam leaf is what I need for the first potion, I do believe. So I would like to bring myself up to that. There's special scarecrows, multiple roots. I guess it's kind of like the rune crafting system where you can get multiple things from the same harvest node. There is tith farm, whatever this might be, some sort of fruits. I guess I'll see that later. There's scarecrows. To make scarecrows and place a scarecrow. Scarecrows ward sweet corn from being attacked by birds, which help to prevent disease. Stuff for later as well. There's raids. There is lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff that I don't know anything about. So I'm gonna empty the inventory, and I will see if I can find a farming instructor who can hopefully tell me the basics and have me start my first couple of plants. So it appears over at this farm, South Falador, there is the farming patch allotment herb flower. I think we were here before at some point as I was looking for onions, and I did run into this stuff. Don't know if we can do something there. There's also farming patch spirit tree. So I'll just run over to this NPC and kind of just see what this NPC has to tell me. All right, let's see if I can do anything here. So there's a tool leprechaun. Ah, 'tis a fine day to be sure. Where yes wanting me to store your tools, or maybe you might be wanting your stuff back from me? What? Can you speak in normal sentences, please? That would help me out a lot. So, yes, please. Oh, so I can... This is the amazing farming equipment store. And you can have a set amount of stuff in like a... Is this like a wallet kind of system, or like a separate inventory kind of system where these things are in my possession? And then I can store them as well with him, but I don't have anything right now. But I guess you can store like large amounts of these things. Interesting. So let's talk to Elston first. I think that's more important. So a seed dibber, a rake, a gardening trowel, a watering can, an empty plant pot, compost, and plant cure. How much would this cost me? Probably not too much, right? 6 coins. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So let's buy a rake, okay? Let's just start off one by one. So go back to the quest thing, or like the skill thing. And it says, to get started, you need some seeds and a seed dibber, as well as a rake. Okay, so seeds and a seed dibber. Wait, where's the guy? He's over there. Come here. Come here, sir. Come here. So, oh, go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, so a seed dibber. We have one. Where do I get my seeds, though? That's the one thing I don't have right now. I don't have seeds. Can I not get them from here? So, rake allotment. This is something I can do. Ooh, look at this. This is a cool raking animation. That's kind of funny to look at. Oh, we get some farming experience. Oh, you've unlocked a new item. Weeds. Examine the weeds. Oh, you sell them for 189 each. Okay. So you just rake the entire allotment in one go by standing at one spot. I wish I could do it this way. Like, I wish this is something I could do myself, but just standing at one spot, moving the rake around, and like the entire thing would be raked. That would be perfect. Okay, so that's some experience. And we got some weeds. Okay, cool. Now I can inspect the allotment. This is an allotment. The soil has not yet been treated. This patch is empty and weeded. So, what is guide allotment? Oh, we just open up this thing. So it says once you've cleared the patch, you can add your seed to it. You can also optionally water it with a watering can or add a bucket of compost to decrease the chances of your plant becoming diseased. Okay, but we need to find some seeds. Now, where do I get seeds? Can I buy it from a tool leprechaun? I guess not, right? No, he doesn't have any seeds. Where? Can I trade Elston again? Compost plant. Okay, where do I get seeds? There's a flower patch. Can I get seeds from the flower patch? Is that a thing? Okay, so it's been cleaned, but it has not been treated. The patch is empty and weeded. Okay, yeah, we were gonna have to find some place to get seeds, but honestly, I don't know where. Okay, searching for the word seed doesn't do anything. Ooh, farming shop. Farming shop, that's what I need to get. Okay, farming shop is literally right next to me. That is beautiful. Ooh, I can climb over this thing. Here we go. Whee! It's giving me sheep shearer memories, because that's the first time I encountered that. So there is a shop here. Is it Sarah? Sarah, do you sell seed? She does sell seed, I think. Here we go. She sells potatoes, empty sack, compost pack, a sack pack. What's a sack pack? Wait, but these are not seeds, are they? I mean, there's empty sacks, sack pack, basket. Are there no seeds here? Okay, we can talk to her. So, can you give me any farming advice? Yes, ask a gardener. Well, I mean, to be fair, did I talk to the guy? I traded the guy, but did I talk to the guy? I'm actually not entirely sure. Okay, once again, we'll talk to her. Can you tell me how to use the loom? Well, it's actually my loom, but I don't mind you using it if you like. You can use it to weave sacks and baskets in which you can put vegetables and fruit. So what do I need to weave sacks? Well, the best sacks are made with jute fibers. You can grow jute yourself in a hops patch. I'd say about 4 jute fibers should be enough to weave a sack. Thank you, that's very kind. Okay, hold on. Let me Let me run back over to the guy. I'm not sure if I've talked to the guy. Have I talked to the guy? I can't remember. We'll run back over and we'll see. So, talk to Elston. So, can you give me any farming advice? 3 seeds must be grown in a plant pot of soil into a sapling and then transferred to a tree patch to continue growing to adulthood. So does every gardener give me some different kind of advice? Is that what I'm gathering from this? So if I try it again. Don't just throw away your weeds after you've raked a patch. Put them in a compost bin and make some compost. Okay, that's where the weeds price is coming from, I guess. So can I just keep asking? There is a special patch for growing belladonna. I believe that it's somewhere near Drainer Manor, where the ground is a tad unblessed. Any more farming advice for me, please? You can buy all the farming tools from farming shops, which can be found close to allotments. Bittercap mushrooms can only be grown in a special patch in more... I keep wanting to say Mauritania or something, but it's Mauritania, near the Mort-Meyer swamp. There, the ground is especially dank and suited to growing poisonous fungi. I'll just keep asking. Tell me something about seeds. That's the same thing. I need seed information. Okay, I guess we're starting to repeat them now. That's a bit unfortunate. We're still looking for a way to find seeds. Am I just completely missing something, guys? Is it super simple? Has it been right in front of my face so the entire time? And am I just missing something? Or is the game a little bit unclear here? I mean, these are not seeds, are they? I mean, I guess there's another farming shop over at Draenor. Might as well check that out. Maybe stores are different, but this is also... Isn't this also just considered to be a farming shop? What's this on the map? Yeah, farming shop. I mean, might as well go check it out. It's very close. And I guess I should keep these weeds to make the compost. This is definitely the most tricky skill to get a grasp of. It's not super difficult, but it's definitely one of the things where I need to do a little bit of figuring things out before I can, you know, just hop in immediately. It's a market guard. Master farmer. You need level 38 thieving. Oh wait, thieving. Hold on, what? I don't want to pickpocket. No, I just want to... I want to trade people. Is it Olivia? Olivia, are you the trader I need? I think these are seeds. Yes, these are seeds. Okay, beautiful. So potato seeds. Okay, you know what? Buy all the potato seeds I can. And buy all the onion seeds I can. Okay, here we go. We've unlocked some stuff. The rest of the stuff I might come back for. But we have the potato seeds and the onion seeds. Okay. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Okay, I'm going to get a watering can as well. For which I'll probably need to get some sort of water source. But I reckon there's something close to the farm, right? Yeah, there's a water source right there. Okay, great. We are learning. We will make this happen today. However, I am a little bit low on cash because I spend it all on the construction stuff. So we'll have to be a bit smarter with our money than usual. So talk to Sarah again, or trade Sarah. Let's get a watering can as well. There we go. Okay, there's a water barrel over here that we can walk over towards. And then I guess we can fill it up. There's a number next to it as well, which means there's 8 more uses in the watering can, I guess. The watering can is completely full. Okay, now we go back out the back. Oh, I guess the door is closed, so it's going to path me all the way around. That's fine. That's fine. This works as well. Okay, so the allotment needs to be raked again. Don't worry, we'll do some proper raking. Okay, here we go. So now, can I use the potato seeds on the allotment? There we go. Inspect potato seeds. This is an allotment. The soil has not been treated. This patch has potatoes growing in it and is at state 1 out of 5. Okay. Now I can use the watering can on the potato seeds, I guess. There we go. It's been watered. Now I hadn't properly prepared the stuff, but this seems fine. So the compost bin. Can I like put the weeds in here or something? I can. Dump compost bin? Dump the entire contents of the bin? No, keep it. Oh, do I need to have like something to like take it out of the compost bin? I think that's what I might need to have. So I think I need to go back to the vendor and pick up some sort of bucket or something to take the compost out so that I can then use the compost to give to the gardener to protect my stuff. Because I think we need a compost for the protection, right? So we trade Sarah once again. We grab... There's a plant pot. Is it the plant pot that I want? The bucket? You know what? I'll grab a bucket and a plant pot. It's whatever. They're not too expensive, so it's fine. And now I go back over the style and we go back to the compost bin. Can I like scoop stuff out of the compost bin? Can I use the bucket on it? There's no compost to take at the moment. Oh, does it take some time to turn into compost? It does look kind of disgusting, really. It is rather disgusting. So examine. The compost bin contains compostable items 8 out of 15. Oh, do I need to put more into it before it can properly process? Okay, I'll just rake up some of the weeds. I'll put the weeds in there and then we'll see if I put it up to 15, if that works. Okay, so we have more weeds. We now yeet them into the compost bin. The bin is full. We can close the compost bin. The contents have begun to rot. We can open the compost bin. The vegetation hasn't finished rotting yet. How do we know how long this is going to take? Will there be some sort of indicator? Or do we just stand here and wait? I guess for now, I'll just stand here and wait. What the hell just happened there? Who was teleported up by a giant bird or something? Anyway, it's time we put some more potatoes down. Let's put potatoes everywhere. Oh, farming level 2. You can now grow marigolds. Cool. More potatoes. More potatoes. Wait, this is a herb patch. You can only plant potato seeds in allotment. Okay, so there's a couple different patches. There's allotments, which is for seeds, I guess. And there is herb patches. There is flower patches. There's different kinds of patches. And also different areas have different kinds of patches, different kind of plants. Because like we just learned that there's soil in Draenor. This one, the belladonna, is different because like it's like haunted or whatever because of the forest. So I guess you can grow like haunted flowers there or something, or haunted whatever. Can I open the compost bin yet? No. Okay. Well, I'll just stay here for a while and we'll see what happens. I have no idea if this is like a hey, wait 5 minutes kind of thing, or this is like a hey, wait, 2 days kind of thing. So yeah, see you in a bit. Oh, okay, so now I've inspected the potato plants and they are now in state 2 out of 5. Now, I don't know what that really means. I'm assuming it will automatically grow, right? And I guess I can probably see if they become diseased. I was hoping I could use the compost to give it to the trader or the farmer, and then he could protect them while they were growing. But I guess I'll just protect them myself if I can. Because I think I can buy like the protection potion or whatever from the lady in there. So yeah, still just kind of chilling and waiting. Wait, this guy sells compost. Wait, hold on, wait, this isn't just a bucket, this is compost. Wait, let me buy 5 compost. Okay, and now I think I can wait, pay northwest, pay southeast. Oh wait, he doesn't cover both of them at the same time. Okay, so I pay 2 buckets of compost. Okay, so I bought them from him. That'll do nicely, sir. Leave it with me. I'll make sure that patch grows for you. And then I pay him for southeast as well. Like so I just bought stuff from him. And now I have protected it. So inspect. Does it say anything about... Okay, a nearby gardener is looking after this patch for you. Okay. So I guess I no longer have to water it and stuff. Like the watering is something they'll do for me. Because this stuff does seem to take a while, and apparently he sells the compost as well. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll come back here in a bit, and stuff will have changed. I'm not quite sure. Kind of want to keep an eye on like all the different cycles, but I have no idea how long it's going to take. You know what? For this one, I will make a bit of an exception. I will look up on the wiki how long it takes. Wait, did they grow? Yeah, 3 out of 5. Okay, you know what? I'll actually stay around, because I want to see the different stages of the growth, because I think that's kind of fun to kind of just see what's going on. So for this one, what I'll do is I'll look up just potato. And, I'll even keep you guys with me. Potato, does it say? Potato farming. I just want to see how long it takes. I don't want to learn anything else. I just want to see what is the duration. Because I'm assuming there's a set duration, which you can then impact by adding things to it. Yeah, okay. It says potatoes take 40 minutes to grow. But also, I've probably been here for at least 20 minutes or so. So I reckon we're over halfway through. So what I'll do is I'll go to a bank and deposit some of the things, and I'll come back here and we'll just kind of sit about. Wait, what is this guy? For some reason, I've never even seen this guy, but there's a guy called the Junk Checker, according to the map. A wise old man. Greetings, EK. So you're a wise old man, huh? Less of the old man, if you please. But yes, I suppose you could say that. I prefer to think of myself as a sage. So what's a sage doing here? I've spent most... There's like a random... Hold on, I gotta go check something. Okay, so I had to go close some doors and some windows because apparently a couple of houses down the street, I think it's like a marriage kind of situation. I think like a wedding almost. Like I feel like it's like arches and stuff outside, and there's people playing trumpets, like very loud drums and stuff, and it looks like they're having like a bit of a party, like almost like a wedding kind of thing, but just randomly down the street at like the front door of a house, and I was like, what is going on? I don't know those guys, so that was interesting. I just heard like very loud drums like randomly starting out of nowhere, so I had to go check, and that was odd. I've spent most of my life studying this world in which we live. I've rode through the depths of the deadliest dungeons, roamed the murky jungles of Karamia, meditated on the glories of Saradomin on Entrana, and read dusty tomes in the library of the rock. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm settling here where it's peaceful. That's quite an exciting life you've had. Exciting? Yes, I suppose so. Now, I'm here. Perhaps I could offer you the benefit of my experience and wisdom. Thanks. So how can you help me? Well, I imagine you've gathered up quite a lot of stuff on your travels. Things you used for quests a long time ago that you don't need now. If you like, I can look through your bank and see if there's anything you can chuck away. Wait, that's such a cool system! Alternatively, you can bring items here and show them to me. If I see that it's something you don't need, I'll let you know. I might even be willing to buy it. So, you'll help me clear junk out of my bank? Dude, that's such a cool system! Yeah, that's right. Or I'd be happy to chat with you about the wonders of this world. So, could you check my items for junk, please? So apparently the fishing pass and the red vine worms are both useless. Which makes sense, because we only need them for the fishing quest, I reckon. So you know what? Remove. There we go. Confirm. Cleaning. Automatic cleaning. I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, we talk to him again. So, is there anything I can do for you? I'm sure I can think of a few little jobs. This won't be a quest, mind you, just a little favor. I want to make some arrows, so I'll need some headless arrows that have feathers attached. Please bring me 13. Is this fletching? So where can I get that? Use a knife to chop some logs into arrow shafts, then add a feather to each arrow shaft. Right, I'll see you later. What? So we can even do some like mini quests for him? I'd like to ask you something. Please do. So tell me something about gods and demons. 3 gods, the wars of the gods. So he's like a lore NPC as well. The Mayorat, wielding the power of the gods. Yeah, that's the important thing. Can I wield the power of Saradomin myself? If you travel to the mage arena in the northwest reaches of the wilderness, the battle mage Kalodion may be willing to let you learn to summon the powers of Saradomin, should you be able to pass his test. Is there anything else you would like to ask? Yes, please. So, what about some distant land stuff? And the misty jungles. Ooh, is that the Mauritania, or is that the Karamia stuff? If it's a jungle you want, look no further than the southern regions of Karamia. Okay, we haven't been to the southern regions of Karamia, just the northern part. Once you get south of Brimhaven, the whole island is pretty much covered in exotic trees, creepers and shrubs. I would like to go check that out. There's a small settlement called Tai Wo Wanai, a village in the middle of the island. It's a funny place. The chieftain is an unfriendly chap and his sons are barking mad. Honestly, one of them asked me to stuff a dead monkey with seaweed so he could eat it. Further south you find Shido village. It's been under attack by terrifying zombies in recent months, if my sources are correct. The jungle filled with nasty creatures. There are vicious spiders that you can hardly see before they try to bite your leg off, and great big jungle ogres. Is there anything else? So much stuff. Okay, I'm gonna come back here and sometime and just read through this, but that's such a cool thing. So he helps me with clutter in the bank, but also he gives me lore tidbits. That's cool. I love that. Okay, let's go back because I don't want to miss all of these updates in the the farming stuff. So let's see if we've reached path 4 or stage 4. Oh, I'm pretty sure we've reached stage 4. These look different. There we go. Stage 4 is here. Now, obviously, the way you probably want to play this kind of content is this is not the kind of content where you're going to sit next to the plant and you're going to, you know, have it be farmed, you know, while you're standing there. Like, this is not the optimal way to go about these things. So what I reckon will be a thing is, you know, you have a lot of different plots where you can put the seeds. You will have an efficient path where you go this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and you pay the gardeners to protect it for you. You buff it in like certain ways with soil and with like protective things, and just make sure that you have like 100% or like a high enough chance of success. And you just have like a bit of a loop thing where like by the time you're done with the last one, like the first one is done, and you kind of like loop around. Because every time, you know, I think I have to use a watering can every single time I like on this stage. Do I need to? No, but I have the option to do so, and I guess it does do something. I don't know if it makes them grow faster. I don't know if it makes them grow better. I don't know if it reduces the risk of them getting diseased. I don't know if anything else happens, but I'm sure something happens, so I'll do it for now. But yeah, I'm assuming this is very much the most inefficient way you could possibly play this. But it's kind of fun to see at least what's happening behind the scenes while you're not here. And yeah, I guess I'll probably enjoy this a lot more once I set into a bit more of an efficiency path. This is kind of funny because I think this is the only skill so far where I really feel like the efficiency is probably the fun part of it. I think it's kind of like playing Stardew Valley and stuff, like making the initial setup is not really fun, I think, but once you get into a rhythm of having like this efficient farming path and like the money raking in, pun intended, you know, that I think is really fun. So I think where a lot of the skills I really enjoy the process of learning the initial steps, I think farming is probably on like the very bottom of my level of enjoyment as an active skill. But I think it might become really fun when I get into a bit of a rhythm and start, you know, looping through things and learning the efficient path and those kind of things. So I will reserve judgment on the skill for a while, but it's definitely a very unique skill. And yeah, we'll have to see how this develops as I proceed through this this adventure. I don't think I'll do much more today than just getting these potato plants. You know, I want to see how it works when I get these potato plants. Also, of course, the compost bin. I didn't look up how long this is going to take, but apparently this takes a while as well. Which does make sense, of course. Also, I feel kind of bad for the people having that, like, weird wedding thing outside, because once again, it started raining a lot, so they had, like, a very short amount of sunshine. They'd, like, get the drums. They're like, Mom, get the drums! And, you know, they quickly go and do whatever they're doing, and now probably they're going back inside. So, you know, happy wedding, marriage, whatever you're doing. Anyway, I'll see you guys again when the final stage has been achieved, and I guess we can go and claim our reward. Reap our reward, one might say. Behold, Smugface. Okay, so now that we've started the process of growing our plants, I wanted to take a bit more of a look into this list, and it does make a lot of sense. It does indeed say that watering with a watering can or adding a bucket of compost to decrease the chances of your plant becoming diseased. So we didn't have the compost. Well, I guess we had the compost technically. We still have the compost. Can I just yeet compost on this? I guess I could have done that for that one as well, and we could have just bought the compost. You know what? I'll do that for the last one. Just in case. Okay, let's trade this guy. Let's buy one more compost. Let's yeet the compost onto this one as well. So now we have the double protection. You know, we have the compost on it and we have the water on it, so it should be fairly good. And it will have the lowest chance of it becoming diseased outside of putting like the protective potion thing on it. Now it says it'll take a while for your plant to grow, so feel free to explore the world and come back to it later. Once your plant is grown, you might need another tool to collect the harvest. For instance, you'll need a spade to dig up potatoes. I guess I might as well go grab a spade. And if you're worried about your crops becoming diseased, most crops can be protected by the nearby gardeners, but they'll want specific produce in return. So I guess at this point, like we have water, we have the compost, and we have protection on it. Now, do I need that much for just low-level potatoes? Probably not, but it's good to at least know how the systems work. And yeah, I think that is pretty much the whole loop of things. So I'll go grab a spade, because I'm assuming these things will pop into the last version of themselves, which I'm assuming will be the finished product. And then we can go reap the rewards, and we'll see how many potatoes we can get. I think we can buy a spade here. I could go to the bank and pick one up, but honestly, the spade probably goes for like 5 cop. There we go, 3 gold even. So we have a spade, and I'll see you guys when the potatoes are done. Hey, it's raining. Now that rain should be good for my crops, right? Obviously, that's not actually in the game, and that's a 3D weather plugin. But still, I like the idea that it's raining. It's good. Oh, here we go. I think they're done. Yeah, we can harvest potatoes. So we can first inspect them. This is an allotment. The soil has been treated with compost. The patch potatoes is fully grown. And if we examine them, those potato plants are fully grown. Okay, here we go. Let's harvest the potatoes. There we go. Farming level 3. You can now grow a barley. Okay, harvest. Okay, so they do go into individual slots, which is going to be a little bit annoying because I guess we're going to get a lot of them. I'll have to run back and forth. I wonder if we can pick something up that we can put the stuff into, because that would be quite nice. These can also be harvested, so they give a lot of backloaded experience, I feel, because this is giving me a lot more experience. So I guess it's very backloaded experience in this game as well, which is fine, or in this skill. Level 4, you can now grow hammerstone hops. Okay, so I will have to run back and forth to a bank, I reckon. But I am very curious to see if there is any sort of carrying thing for produce, because I think that would be very much a thing this game does. Fortunately, the bank is just extremely close, so it's whatever. And there we go. Those are the final potatoes. Is the compost done already? No, okay, so the compost will keep on going. I wonder if I'm able to get any sort of notification as to when this stuff is done. Also, I'm now wondering, because there's a garden, can I have any sort of farming stuff in my home? Can I combine farming and construction in a way? That'd be kind of cool. I do want to very quickly go back to the NPC here, and I do want to check out if there's anything cool that I can buy. I also want to see what these potatoes are worth. 48. Okay, that's not too much, but I guess we're only using them as a leveling method. Now, I would like to get to onions, because then I can go make onions, which are very important, of course, with the clan called being called Onion Inc. And also, I can give potatoes to protect the onion. So if I just farm a whole bunch of potatoes, I can do that. And does Sarah offer anything cool that I haven't yet bought? So a basket? What is a basket? An empty fruit basket. Can I put stuff in there? I mean, a potato is not a fruit, so I don't know. Filled plant pot. You know what? It's super cheap, so I'll just buy a basket. Can I put a potato into the basket? Oh, I didn't mean to eat it. You eat a potato. Yuck. Use the potato. No, okay, that doesn't work. Okay, well, at least I have a basket. I guess that's a new item unlocked. Anyway, this is one of those skills. Once again, you know, I will probably do some behind-the-scenes grinding of this. I'll get a couple of levels and keep you guys informed. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I've been going for quite a while, but honestly, a lot of stuff probably has been cut out of this one, so it might be a bit of a short one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!